What is it like to have children you don't want? I grew up knowing I was unwanted, but it took years before I had the words for it. Until I was 17, I went to the dentist once. Just once. I had a chipped molar that got worse every year, and when it hurt bad enough, I just stopped chewing on that side of my mouth. I broke my nose twice, once during a fall and another time when a kid at school elbowed me playing basketball. Both times I had to walk it off. No doctor visits, no ice packs. I'd stand in front of the bathroom mirror, trying to push the swelling down with cold washcloths. My shoes were always cheap, the kind from Payless with the paper-thin soles. If they wore out too fast, I'd get yelled at. Stop dragging your feet. You think money grows on trees? My lunch was the same from 3rd grade until I graduated. A bologna sandwich on white bread and an apple. Every day. No mustard, no mayo, no variation. I stopped eating lunch my sophomore year. When I turned 16 and got my license, things changed more. Not better, just different. The day I brought my license home, the dinner table was set for 2 instead of 3. My dad told me, "You can figure it out yourself now." And I did. Sometimes it was a drive-through. Sometimes I just went to bed hungry. I learned how to cook ramen noodles in the backseat of my car with a thermos of hot water. After graduation, I left and moved in with my grandma. She had this old brick house with ivy on the porch and a plastic tablecloth that never matched the season. She told me I could stay if I helped out around the place. I mowed the lawn, cleaned the gutters, folded laundry. She called it pitching in, not paying rent. In the first few months, she took me to a dentist. He looked in my mouth and said, "You've got years of damage here." I got fillings in 6 teeth. She paid for braces and said, "You'll thank me when you're older." I thanked her that day. I'd always breathe through my mouth. My nose was crooked from those breaks that never healed right. I snored so loud I'd wake myself up. She took me to a plastic surgeon who fixed my deviated septum. When I came out of surgery with my nose packed and swollen, she held my hand and said, "We'll get you breathing easy now." She co-signed a loan for a car, a used Civic with 92,000 miles. "You've got a good head on your shoulders," she said. "I trust you'll make the payments." I did, every month. What stood out most wasn't the big things. It was when my friends came over. Back at my dad's place, they'd park down the street, too nervous to even knock. No one wanted to deal with him. But at my grandma's, they'd sit in the living room and talk to her like she was one of us. She kept lemonade in the fridge just in case and always had those wafer cookies on the counter. One day, after I came home and went straight to my room like I always had, she knocked softly and peeked in. "You don't have to hide in there," she said. "You can hang out wherever you want. This is your house too." That was the first time I cried in front of someone since I was 10 years old. That's the difference. At my dad's, I was a burden, an obligation, something to be managed, not raised. At my grandma's, I was wanted, not just fed and clothed and housed, but seen, heard. She made space for me in her home and in her life, and in doing that, gave me back a piece of myself I didn't know I'd lost.